it is that game. That game did piss you off.
Step off.
No, playing you pisses me off.
Why does playing me piss you off? Because you lose?
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, two things actually. One, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and two, you don't want to set yourself up.
Because it just does. It pisses me off.
Both of those things will come true.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out.
I don't do anything that should piss you off.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Masterson sets. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Pisses me off with you that no matter what I do, I can't get anything going half the time in that game.
Ball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count down 3-2.
Now the question: do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching,
because the fact that never mind, it doesn't matter.
This guy throws
it's just annoying. It's just annoying that I can't. I lose you the way I do. It's really fucking annoying.
Oh my! Can he throw?
Right, but it's not me personally. I didn't do anything.
There, into the dirt, in fact.
Make it sound like I did something like.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Echeverria has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Get stuff going.
Adeiny Echeverria makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
This is in the air out to right. Harper is under it, makes the play.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I don't. Well, number one, okay. First of all, the shit talk you sit there and does takes me completely out of my game. I hate it when people shit talk. That's why I stay quiet. I let my game do the talking. No, it's not the whole point of it. Why is that? Why is shit talking the whole point of it?
Because that's just part of it, man.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. D. Gordon will stand in for the second time here. He tripled and later scored to lead off the ball game.
And that really sparked that first
line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they're on top. Wilson Ramos will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus.
What, so all the superhero games are on sale?
Yeah.
Hit down the third base line. Backhanded.
Like they got
Prado's throw to first gets
Mortal
him 1
Kombat
away.
X is on sale too. And they got some game called Not a Hero.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Did you play it?
What?
Red Bull.
Yeah.
To short. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning. Danny Espinoza gets his
That's
first
so
chance
much.
here.
You're not paying fucking $24 for that game.
Bottom of the second. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. On the ground up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Christian Yelich is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Christian.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Yelich. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Giancarlo Stanton will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark. So you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Why weren't you going on that, Yelich? What the fuck?
I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eating them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour. Here's a swing, and oh,
Get
man,
out of town, and I mean it.
Way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting this right.
The season for him as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, fine, fuck you then if you don't want to watch it.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work, and no question they've had his number here in the early going, and now they stretch the lead out even further.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's going to make it. He gets into second base with a hustle double.
Boy, we just saw one ball leave the yard, and this was pretty nearly a second one. It's just another mistaken location. You can see the ball out over the middle of the plate, and one good swing deserves another. And I'll tell you, they were pretty fortunate that this one only resulted in 2 bases, because that could have very easily turned into back-to-back jacks.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Martin Prado now as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's 7-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Bronson Arroyo is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. JT Realmuto will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Liner towards second, but this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first down. Adeiny Echeverria is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
The Lego Movie video game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Justin Masterson gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit in the air to right field. Harper has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning. Anthony Rendon will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting ninth, pitcher Bronson Arroyo.
At the plate, Bronson Arroyo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Masterson into the windup. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Sit on it.
Ben Revere will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Right side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Never an easy play right there. Just trying to hit your pitcher in stride when you know it's going to be a close play at the bag. And this time the flip comes up just a little too late, and that's an infield single.
Stepping in, Jason Worth. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. He'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0.
Hi, cheese.
D. Gordon is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Line drive to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit.
Boy, in here you can't get angry at a hitter for hitting the ball too hard. But I think because this got to the outfield grass in such a hurry, that runner from first had to put on the brakes, or the hit and run could have backfired at third base.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Harper is there, 1 away. Long throw to third, and he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Justin Bour.
Can he do it again?
Bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all
I am the king of the diamond.
Fastball in that at bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's a.
And yeah. This one ain't coming back.
It's 6 RBIs on the day for Justin Bour.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Up next for the Marlins.
At the plate, Martin Prado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game. And that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate.
Damn.
Up next for the Marlins.
Adeiny Echeverria will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
And Arroyo with the good fastball there as he gets ahead. It's 0-1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Bryce Harper is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Masterson's ready. Here he comes 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
First delivery to him on the way. Wilson Ramos is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Prado is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 11-0. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Here comes the first pitch. To short, hit hard. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, D. Gordon.
D. Gordon ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
In is Christian Yelich. Runners on the move for second. But a great diving catch, and this could be a double play. On to first, a double play. Ryan Zimmerman will get the first shot here when we come back. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
A quick out number 1.
The batter.
There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Danny Espinoza comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Masterson has his target. Here it is on 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now. I'll tell you, he's already hit 1 guy, and he is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 2-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Grounded up the first baseline. Bohr is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman,
Anthony Rendon stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail in this one 11-0. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Justin Bohr will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High pop up. Rendon is there for it. 1 down. Marcell Ozuna steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
High in the air out to center field. Revere is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Striding into the box, Martin Prado. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Hard liner to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Rounding third is Stanton heading for the plate. And a relay home is in time.
Bullshit.
And he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Clint Robinson is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Clint Robinson.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
2-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Pulled toward right center field. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he's going to get there as he comes through off the bench with a leadoff double.
Center fielder number 9.
Ben Revere steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away. Jason Worth will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
On to first, and Worth is set down. There are 2 away.
And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Back here at Nationals Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Oliver Perez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Rips this one to first. The tag, and he is out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher,
bullshit.
your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
You're watching, you'll see.
I'm not watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching, Not a Hero. Let's see, it's some crazy game.
Jeff Mathis will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Harper. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the... David Phelps will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Daniel Murphy will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
They finally break through for hit number 3 of this ball game, though. It took them 7 innings to do it. That is not the kind of offensive performance that's going to win you too many ball games.
Wilson Ramos is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 0-1. Ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ryan Zimmerman will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
0-1, here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Bohr takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Danny Espinoza will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They trail in this one 11-0.
Leading off for the Marlins.
D. Gordon comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town, that's for sure. He has absolutely eaten them up here in this series. He delivers again.
Christian Yelich comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
That play the last one.
Shot back up the middle. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th.
I've had that for a while. Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right out.
Like $7.99.
There's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Giancarlo Stanton now. This is line to left. Worth has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Justin Bohr stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout.
Three-game series.
Put it away, and that's out number 2. Into the box now, Marcell Ozuna, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Takes this the other way to right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
The batter.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Martin Prado. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
Where's my boy? Michael Phelps, man.
It's already have been.
You already used Michael Phelps?
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Harper giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Anthony Rendon digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Oh, Michael Phelps.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Tanaka's 0-1. Come on.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Gordon settles under it near second, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher number.
Jose Lobaton is going to get a chance to swing the bat here, as that's going to be all for Perez in this one. Fernando Rodney will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Also, some of them.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Rodney's ready. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The one thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Ben Revere will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch is popped up. Gordon is there for it. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Felipe Rivero will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Are you playing at this at like
Ichiro Suzuki will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance, as he'll grab a bat to
playing on normal.
So this game's pretty hard.
Playing on normal though.
Yeah, so this game's pretty hard.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll be a base hit, so he delivers off the bench to get things started here in the 9th.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
He's set. Here it comes. And Ichiro's running. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his 5th try.
Jeff Mathis steps in now. First pitch of the at-bat. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Runners breaking for the plate. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Boy, that's just the most exciting play in baseball right here. You're going to see him breaking on first movement at third base. So this is do or die at the plate. It's not a safety squeeze. It's suicide. He gets the bunt down, and he gets the job done.
Yeah, that's the most exciting play.
Here's D. Gordon now. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 21.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Christian Yelich. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the...
No 5-hit performance. An AJ Cat. What an Al Cat.
Justin Nicolino will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get
what
some
the
work
fuck?
in here. Jason Worth will be tasked now with leading things off in their half
Put
of
the
the
wrong
ninth.
guy in
They'll
again.
try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Yelich is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one
They
gone.
put the guy in who wasn't warmed up.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
A.J. Ramos is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
44. A.J.
First offering on its way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Daniel Murphy. He singled his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Now batting.
Wilson Ramos will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Put those pebbles on the mound.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
That was exciting.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see
Man,
the
all
key
these guys'
players
eyes
there
are
in
good.
this shutout victory.
They have dead people's eyes.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
He's the man of the game 2 games in a row, huh?
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 13-0. So long from Washington.
I like how the crowd is still there when they're cleaning the
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder that Green Line Metro tickets are available at the Navy Yard Station, just north of the ballpark on M Street. Southbound service is also available at the Anacostia Station, just over the river. From there, transfer service to the blue, yellow, and orange lines can be made at Rincon Plaza and Red Line service at Gallery Place, Chinatown. Also, free post-game Nats shuttle buses returning to RFK Stadium parking lot are available.
Yeah, I know.